First fight of 2024 for young Muhammad Ali, and he is getting straight down to work, Barry.
The most impressive about Ali is when he's aggressive, he never shortens the distance. He always punches nice and long. And he has that reach advantage, but he never gives it away. He always keeps it nice. Look at that, so you can't fire back.
Razor sharp, Ellie, at the start of this first round.
Yeah, he's wasted no time. It's his first fight under Crolla as well, so I was interested to see how he'd get on. But like you say, he's gone straight over and took it to him. And beautiful uppercut.
Beautiful left uppercut from Muhammad Ali. And like you say, new team with Anthony Crolla now in safe hands with the former world champion. Good variation with the body.
But see how he touched them through the body shots? Because he's already hurt him and made him feel the power straight away. He has the luxury now that he can take his time a little bit now. Because every time he goes to throw a shot, Majid's looking just to cover first. That's his first thought. Cover up. I felt the power. I can't take another shot.
Yeah, the last fight was against Julio Commerso, who Hamza Udin is fighting later on this evening live on our broadcast, first on at 7 p.m. He unfortunately recently lost his grandmother, so thoughts are with him and his family. But it's great to see him back, and great to see him looking as impressive as he is so far in this opening round here this evening.
Just don't want him to neglect that jab though, keep working on it. Work everything off it, I should say.
He's got a bit of everything, hasn't he, Ali? Quick hands, good foot movement, good defence, the variation, very impressive also.
He's showing everything from the get-go. For someone so young, he's only 19, he's got a big following as well, but he's not getting carried away, he's picking the right moments. Staying on the ropes a little bit too long at times and looking for singles, but he's finding them clean. Beautiful
shot. Credit, though, to Kelvin Madjid. He's shaking his head, nodding his head, sorry, ploughing forward. He's taking some big shots, but he's firing back. He's trying to upset the hot favourite here. He means business, Majid.
And he's got a good chin as well. He's taking the shots, but he's feeling them as well. There's no bones about that. It's just about Ali though, just not getting carried away, not falling when he smiles. Just don't play off that, just do your work.
Yeah, temperament, very important here, has to stay switched on, Ali.
He's got a bit busier behind the jab. He's letting him just walk onto him and throw singles.
Yeah, gamely coming forward, Majid. He took some very big shots at the start of this first round, but he's closing the gap, he's the aggressor, he's on the front foot, trying to back Ali into this blue corner.
Good chopping left hand there from Ali. I tried it again but missed it.
Well, it's safe to say young Muhammad Ali is in a fight here.
Corners 10 seconds. Seconds out, round 2.
Into round 2 we go. After a very entertaining first round, dominant start from Muhammad Ali, but back come Kelvin Madjid from France, as you see him again, just creeping forward, lovely left to the body, then back upstairs with that left hand. Brilliant start to the second fight, Barry.
Yeah, it's not bad at all, is it? Madjid's playing his part here, but he hasn't not having much success, but he's just trying to make Ali work hard.
He's just sort of throwing at anything here, isn't he, Ali Majid? Arms, waistband, anything he can hit at the minute.
Yeah, he's getting close. He's taking punishment on the way in, but when he's in, like you say, he's throwing wherever he can see, really. Not many are hitting clean, but he's still letting his hands go, and that does tend to tire you, whether you're taking them clean or not.
And also, Ali does load up on his shots a little bit, probably a little bit too much. You just see, because everything's very punching. You know, like someone can make you work hard when you're doing that. Your tank will empty a little bit quicker than normal.
And I think it'd be a case where you can kind of get immune to the power. You got hit heavy on the first, and you kind of get used to it after a while, and that might be a case here.
That was a nice lead right hook from the southpaw stance from Ali, catching Majid high on the temple. And he's a bit of an unknown quantity, Majid. Not any footage out there at all.
See, Ali by rights, I'm glad he never, but he could have carried on there, couldn't he?
It could have. Showing some nice head movement. Like I say, shot. 3 fights, Majid, 2 wins, no stoppages from those wins, and the one defeat, he wasn't stopped. But I tell you what, he is a handful. He's creeping forward. I say he's creeping forward. He's ploughing forward.
But he's strong, but he's just so easy to hit here, isn't he? His hands are high, but there's no defence really. You can punch through the guard. And again, every now and again, he bends his legs. That's it. You bend your legs, you just get a little bit of a dip and roll with that, and you might come back up with some shots, but he's not doing that.
Really guilty as well, Majid. Are coming square on. You can see the feet are wide, square on. The shots down the middle. Probably the safer bet for Ali. He's being made to work here for every second.
Leading to a lot of shots, isn't he?
It's a 6-rounder as well. Like you say, this is only the 2nd round.
Body shots, crucial for Ali to try and slow down this movement of Majid.
I think he's got it. I think there's uppercuts in the play here. He hasn't really thrown enough of them, but then just circle around him. Once that back rope touches your back foot, you've got to pivot off that rope every time.
He's sitting there a bit too long when his backs are on the rope.
Cute movement there from Majid, trying to cut the ring off. He just brought his right foot across, just trying to pin Ali into the red corner. He is getting through, and look.
Yeah, but that's where, when you've got to go, you can cut the ring like that. That's when you get your foot on the outside and you spin right round him. And you put yourself back in, you almost, you're behind him, push him forward, get back in the centre of the ring.
It's only this side. You okay, mate? You're feeling it a little bit. Down the relax. Deep breath, grab the drink, mate. Deep breath, man. Listen, move around what you're thinking. Let your mind back to it. Okay. Deep breath, let your drink there, sorry.
T'as compris? T'as vu que tu lui as fait mal? Ce là il est à moitié. Après, c'est un peu plus encore. T'as compris? C'est moitié. C'est moitié celui-là. Ok? Vas-y, un peu plus.
Corners 10 seconds. Seconds out, round 3.
We have a good fight here at the Resorts World in Birmingham. 2nd fight on before the bell. Kelvin Madjid versus the young, hot prospect, Muhammad Ali. The Frenchman, he's been aggressive. His game is on the front foot. He lands a nice, orthodox jab. Good work to the body from Ali.
It's good from Ali here, because I think he's reduced the power a little bit, get a bit more speed. I think he's just loaded up a little bit on his shots. And something you said, Eddie, about you get used to the weight of the shots or the tempo, so sometimes you've got to just change the tempo.
Change it, and then the element of surprise will catch him. He's got a little mark under his eye, as Muhammad.
Yeah, just a moment there. We started moving a little bit more to the centre ring, just allowing space like you called for, Barry. Sitting there trying to exit, but again,
he's got a jab in between.
Back. Yeah, jab in between.
Trying to keep him at bay a little bit.
He's right there, it's just a little nick, isn't it, on the left side there of Ali.
Well, like I say, unknown quantity. Would they have taken this fight if they could have seen a bit more of Majid? He's a tough, rugged individual.
He don't know what he's hitting or where he's hitting, but he's letting his hands go. And that's harder to read sometimes.
Oh,
great jab.
That was a nice jab. Beautiful shot.
But again, no need to load up on that. Go back to the nice, on the balls of your feet, in and out, fast combinations. But every now and again, hold your feet and then the sort of like get some purchase on your punches.
He beat Sean Jackson on his debut over 4 rounds. Back last March. He took on Brian Castro in London's Wembley Arena, cruising to victory after that. It's about now momentum, about being busy. Smack just coming out the shots of Muhammad Ali, that's better. still loading up with big hooks.
You know, Majid's making him fight. He's fight now.
Yeah.
So he's having to set his feet. He looks physically tired in there, and you can see it on him.
I don't think he was expecting as much pressure from Majid. Ploughing forward, landing 2 good right uppercuts. Not quite worrying signs right now, but still a lot to build on if you're Kelvin Madjid. He seems very confident.
And he's looking comfortable about the two of there with the pace he's setting.
He's just not accurate enough, though, is he? That's the problem.
The big thing here, if you hear the noise of the fans of Muhammad Ali as he made the ring walk, they're not as vocal as they was. Good shot. Another right uppercut, couple of straight shots, back to the body from Muhammad Ali. Again, just getting pinned in the blue corner.
That was a good right hand there, wasn't it, from Majid?
Yeah, rough, tough. Second fight on before the bell here, Ellie.
Yeah, it's a fight that, you know, Muhammad Ali probably wasn't expecting. He's had a long way out, new team. And Majid, you know, he weathered the storm early on, and he's throwing, whether he's landing or not. He's clearly catching Muhammad by the damage on his eye, and yeah, he's feeding off it. And I think the energy's changed from both of them, body language too, and that's going to play a factor, especially in the later rounds.
But this is not bad for Ali, and certainly for fans and people, and to see what he's all about now, because he's winning the fight, but he's tired here. He's had everything his own way up to this point in his career. Now he's tired, so we've got 2 rounds to go, or 3 rounds to go, I should say. And you know, and he's got to show something now, hasn't he? He's got to show a little bit of resilience, things we haven't seen before.
Yes, 6-rounder here at the Resorts World in Birmingham. Between these two here, it's made for a brilliant contest so far. Muhammad Ali versus Kelvin Madjid, and it's the same as the 3 previous rounds. Madjid on the front foot, being the aggressor, really all over Muhammad Ali like a rash, head and body, and it's Muhammad Ali trying to land shots on the back foot, looking for that uppercut again with the lead hand.
It's just Ali's got to adjust. He's used to hitting people, and you know, he's hurt Majid, but he hasn't reacted to it. Most times, people who hurt people, you know, they're used to hitting someone, they get hurt, and they back up, or they clam up. And with Majid, he hasn't done that. So Ali has to adjust here. Go back to he's a fantastic boxer. His fast hands, fast feet. Use those now.
Yeah, he's a former three-time national champion, 43 amateur fights, and I'd agree with you, Barry. Get back to basics here. Make life a lot easier for yourself. Doesn't need to be trading.
That's what he did there. Every time.
Back to the centre.
Every time you throw the shot, you spin around there. You put yourself back into the biggest space you can possibly find. Gives you more options to do what you want to do then.
This is second 6-rounder. Muhammad Ali is being made to work for every second of these rounds so far from the tough Frenchman, Kelvin Madjid. Again, pinning Muhammad Ali into the neutral corner just above us here at the commentary desk.
There's good left hook to the body there, and a right hand over the top winner from Majid. And a good round here.
Yeah, Majid, even when he's, you know, letting his shots go, he doesn't load up with everything. He puts the shots out there. He varies up the tempo, the power of the shots, and it's confused Muhammad Ali. And the presence as well is so draining. That's a lovely straight southpaw left hand down the guard of Majid. A nice left to the body as well. Just screwed that, stabbed it into the body. Better movement as well, Barry.
Yeah, it's good movement there from Ali, wasn't it? Off the ropes.
I think that's what he's got to do. He's got to use the aggressiveness of Majid against him. You know, he's going to be coming all night. You just got to keep turning him. He's got the ability to do so. He's just setting a bit too much.
Jab from Majid. Kelvin Madjid with a lovely stiff orthodox left jab. This is impressive pressure.
He doesn't mind what he's hitting or where he's throwing. He's getting through and he's being effective. He's walking him down now.
Good jab.
Great jab by Muhammad.
But so Ali's got to get in his mind though. Everything I do is not going to hurt him. I can't hurt him. I haven't got enough rounds to break him down. I haven't got the energy, clearly. So just got to reduce it, get speed.
He's got to make it boring almost.
Yeah, I agree. Get back to basics, get behind the jab. But this is a real test of the heart, the conditioning and the temperament of young Muhammad Ali.
Again, you know, when he gets his punches off here, Ali, you know, absolute class. You know, he rattles them off in fast combinations. You know, landing with some heavy shots here, but they're having no effect on Majid. You know, he's built a real stern stuff. Every time he gets hit, there's a smile on a tongue. That comes out just to show you can't hurt me.
And when you're tired and you've got someone sticking their tongue out coming at you and you're hitting them that clean, it's going to probably make you feel a bit more tired in there. So it's going to ask a lot of questions of young Muhammad Ali. And, you know, these are the rounds and the fights that he'll be thankful for him as time goes on in his career.
Yeah, like I say, some personal issues outside. Like I said, lost his grandmother. I don't know if that halted preparations at all in the build-up to this contest. Like I say, thoughts with the family of young Muhammad Ali. So horrible to lose a loved one. But again, said it time and time already in the first 4 rounds, he's in a real tough fight here against the rugged Frenchman Kelvin Madjid. Again, on the front foot, all over Majid. And look, that all over, sorry, Ali, that's better movement, Barry. That's what you're after.
Yeah, but it's got to be constant. And listen, he's going to have times where he's going to hold his feet and fire off with Majid, but you got to learn. These are the fights where you have to learn to hold and turn and spin people, take a rest when you can, and then when he's doing that thing, you do your work quick, get out of there. And every now and again, you do have to hold your feet as well and try and get some purchase in your punches. You can't just dance around forever. Unless you're me.
And we see a glimpse of that actually in the break there. There was a replay where Ali landed a nice straight left hand and he had an opportunity to sort of step forward. He didn't. He stepped back and he allowed Majid, as he's doing here, to plough forward again. A British Indian is Muhammad Ali, very proud. He hopes to create a pathway, the same Amir Khan did for the Pakistani community, for the British Indians to make a pathway into boxing. Low shot from Majid. He felt that.
I think he nearly hit his kneecaps.
We'll say it was so low it wasn't even dangerous.
I'd take a notch time as well.
Yeah, in a fight like this, the break, the rest does favour Muhammad Ali, doesn't it? So doing the right thing, took some seconds out. Just
doesn't need to load up here.
No good variation, no good work to the body. Just holding his feet.
Turning him there, using the angles, using his aggressiveness against him, and that's where he's getting success.
When he's on the ropes, Ali, he got a set pattern to avoid punches. So he slips and dips over to the left-hand side, stays low, sort of rolls out, but it's not working. And again, it's another thing you have to learn, to slip and slide on punches. You get a little pattern to it. You have to see what's coming as well. So you have to this is a good fight for him. These are real old-fashioned learning fights.
Yeah, proper learning fight this. He took a right hook from Majid, takes another right hook, comes firing back, better movement back to centre ring, but the Frenchman ploughing forward, landing big hooks to body, landing one back upstairs with the right hand, looking for that right uppercut, looking dangerous.
That's what he has to do there. Just when you're getting close, forget about all this dipping and rolling with your hands by your waist. Put your hands up, nice and tight, the elbows tucked in tight.
Basics.
Yeah, let him work. If he's going to work where you can work, let him hit the arms and gloves. And then move your feet, then get the energy to throw punches.
Well, welcome after 4 fights to the pro game, Muhammad Ali. Tough workout this. Against the tough.
Dan has a list of quotes.
And I can see
he has to try and get out.
He's got a few stick men on those papers.
He's like the Ron Burgundy of boxing.
How many times did he mention that Commonwealth? Good
work, yeah, good body shot, good work from the Frenchman. Good rally of shots at the end of this 5th round from Muhammad Ali. What a brilliant fight. Majid raises his arms as he walks back to the red corner.
Again, another really hard round there from Ali. These are the rounds you're going to look back in his career and go, that's what I learned what the game was all about. It really was. But you know, in stage, so he's boxing really well. Like, it's the same as the last couple of rounds. He's putting punches together well, but Majid is a constant presence there. Probably a bit more in the last couple of rounds, I think Majid has put a bit more pressure and had more success on hitting the target there of Ali. But you know, so it's a closer fight, but it's Ali's fight to lose.
I was about to say that none of us are scoring this fight round by round, but it's a close fight.
I think Ali's ahead, though, to be honest. I do think he is, even though because a lot of pressure in those first 3 rounds were just with the feet of Majid, and his accuracy was pretty poor. But the last couple, he's closed the gap, I think.
What a final round of this fantastic 6-rounder at Resorts World here in Birmingham. Potentially all to play for. Barry has Ali ahead. How do you see it, Ellie, in this final round?
I think, like you say, a lot of the early pressure was with his feet. It was only when he got close in rounds 3, 4 and 5, to be honest, he had a much more success. But I think Ali's got to kind of cement his foot in the last round to, you know, take a clearer lead, because Majid's had a lot of success in the later rounds.
Oh, a nice 1-2 straight down the pipe there from Muhammad Ali on the back foot.
And also, I think it helps that the referee scored in the fight, because he's seeing it from sort of a better angle. But if you had judges here,
it'd probably be a difference.
Yeah, if you're watching it from a different angle, the guy coming forward, it also looks like his punches having more purchase, more success, more impression.
Manager Sam Jones screaming at ringside to his charge, Muhammad Ali. I think he wants him to finish the fight strong.
You just got to fight in bursts now.
That was a lovely movement to get.
You got to get the rest like he is now in the move. But when he holds his feet, just fire 4, 5, 6 punches, then move again. Don't worry about the weight of the shot now. Just 4, 5, 6 shots. So they're flashy, they stand out, and you have to steal around.
There's been a lot of aggression from Majid. The snap seems to have come out of the shots of the Frenchman. He's still letting his hands go, though. He's still aggressive on the front foot. Landing a nice long left hand. Again, just marching forward. Oh, good exchanges again. 2 uppercuts inside from Majid. Lands a right hand. Needs to keep that chin down. And again from Majid.
They're coming from all different angles.
Talk about the snap, leaving the shots of the Frenchman. They seem to have left the hands of the local favourite here, Muhammad Ali from Leicester. Stones far away from Birmingham. Backed close to that red corner again is Ali.
He's a big finish here, Ali. I think Majid's had a really good round, I think. There's some real flashy stuff here if he can. Also, if he has the energy to produce it, though.
Just to kind of cement it in the last 30. It's
yeah,
just now.
Yeah. 30 seconds to go in this final round. Good flurry of shots to head, then drops down to the body from Muhammad Ali. Shaking ahead again from Majid, the tough Frenchman. Ploughing forward once again, looking for a left of his own to the body. Brilliant fight. Really, really good, entertaining fight. Learning fight from Muhammad Ali, who skips away, raises his hands, does Majid to Ali's supporters in the stands here.
That was a good watch.
That was a good watch. I agree with you there, Barry. Ellie Scotney, unified champion, clapping her hands. You enjoyed that one, Ellie?
I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed his ring walk. He come in, I think he's borrowed Barry's tracksuit bottoms. But, you know, it was a great learning fight for Muhammad Ali, and it was a great fight to watch. I'll be interested to see how he scored it.
Yeah, exactly what you said, Barry, I agree with, and I'm sure you do, Ellie. Massive learning fight. You understand you're not going to have things your own way, and sometimes you are in there with guys that you can't research. They are unknown quantity, and they turn out to be extremely tough.
There's nothing wrong with that. I think when you're a top-class amateur, you have to adapt. I think as a pro, you don't need to study every fighter you box. You have to adapt in the ring.
Well, let's see how this one has gone. Our MC David Diamante has referee Christine's verdict. So let's hand over to Mr. David Diamante.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds here in Birmingham, we go to referee Christopher Dean's scorecard. It reads 57-57. We have a draw.
Here in our second fight on Before the Bell, Muhammad Ali and Kelvin Madjid. And it's hard. Look, when you look back at that one, Barry, it would be very hard for Majid to have lost that fight, in my opinion.
Well, I thought Ali won the first 3 rounds, and I think Majid won the last 3 rounds. So I think
that's why I thought going into the last, Muhammad Ali had to, you know, kind of cement it with the last round, and it was probably what you favoured there.
But I don't think he did in the last round. I think the last little flurry was the last 10 seconds was all Ali in that last round. But you know what? He didn't lose.
No.
Looking from his perspective, he didn't lose. A draw.
I wouldn't mind seeing that again as well.
Well, you have to see it again, I think. And also, it's a good learning fight for him.
First fight under Crolla, there was a lot of pressure going into that.
And also, it's the first fight he's had someone with a bit of resistance, a bit of resolve, someone who takes a shot and walks forward. So you'll learn from that. It's just, you know, until you're in a situation like that, you don't know how you're going to react. And he gassed a little bit, so there's things to work on. But I don't know. He didn't get the defeat. That's the main thing for his career. So you can move on from it.
Do you take that fight again?
I think so, yeah. Maybe, yeah. But you got to do the work in the gym first. Make sure the engine's full up.
Yeah.
You know, fight management. We talk about this new saying now, but it's very true. Fight management. How you manage a round. There was times there he was trying to load up a little bit too much. And against a guy who can take the shot, you got to be, as Ellie was saying, you got to change the tempo of the punches. Otherwise, you can get used to it.
Yeah, fantastic fight. It really, really was. As he leaves the ring here, Kelvin Madjid smiling. He's pumped. It looks like he could do a few more rounds.